Here's an interesting story. We don't cover pop culture much, but this story has so many interesting implications that I do want to discuss it. Angelina Jolie revealed that she underwent preventive double mastectomy surgery. She revealed this in the New York Times, and had breast implants put in as well. And she put together an opinion piece called My Medical Choice. And she explained that she has this mutated BRCA1 gene, which is known to significantly raise a woman's risk of breast and ovarian cancers. And she decided, as a preventive measure at age 37, or maybe she was 36 at the time that this was done, she said, my doctors estimated I had an 87% risk of breast cancer and a 50% risk of ovarian cancer, although the risk is different in the case of each woman. Only a fraction of breast cancers result from an inherited gene mutation. Those with a defect in BRCA1 have a 65% risk of getting it on average. So it was just last month that she completed all the mastectomy procedures, including the breast reconstruction with an implant. And she wrote, I wanted to write this to tell other women that the decision to have a mastectomy was not easy, but it is one I am very happy I made. My chances of developing breast cancer have dropped from 87% to less than 5%. CNN recently reported on a study which showed that this preventive mastectomy, also known as prophylactic mastectomy, is more common in the U.S. than in other countries. And I've seen and read quite a lot about women choosing to have this procedure or choosing not to have it, or thinking about having it. And this it's not identical to this, but this is like one of those hypothetical questions that kids often ask each other. Hey, would you agree to have an arm removed if you had a 99% chance of living to 150 years old or something like that? But this is real life. The numbers are a little different. Angelina Jolie presented the numbers that she was working with. And these are really tough decisions that people make to decide, I have no disease right now, but doctors are telling me that my risk is such that I potentially, long-term, and am going to improve my health, improve my well-being by having a part of my body removed. And when we read about it, I don't think a lot of people understand the difficulty in making these types of decisions.
Yeah. I mean, luckily there is reconstructive surgery in her case. I guess you could call it that. I mean, yeah, I can't imagine being faced with that decision.
The other thing which this makes me think of is an issue of healthcare and access, right? Not everybody even is aware that this gene mutation exists and that you can have it tested. And then, of course, we have the issue of making an informed decision to have or not have a mastectomy. And then, of course, being able to afford it. And then the possibility of being able to afford breast reconstruction so that you can still, to some extent, feel the way that you did before you had part of your body removed. And I don't know exactly what my thoughts about it are. I mean, I understand that it's not really an Angelina Jolie versus middle class type of issue. It's really more of a middle class versus poorer class issue. And I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is I find myself wanting to say about it, but I know that there's something here because not everybody can afford to do what Angelina Jolie did.
Well, you can get into the whole cancer treatment, costs
and price manipulation depending on what country you're in because of patents, right?
And the whole profit thing. Profit off cancer treatment, of course, is astronomical, and you can get into conspiracy theories about cures and over versus treatment. I mean, I don't really know what to say about it other than I guess it's important for people to learn that they can be tested for this, and it's possible that it will be covered by health insurance, but I don't know.
Yeah. But in any case, send me your thoughts. I mean, would the numbers Angelina Jolie presents, 87%, would that make you decide I'm going to preventatively have both of my breasts removed? Would you do it only if you knew you could have, either because you could afford it or it was covered, the breast reconstruction? Would you do it either way? Send me your thoughts. I'm very curious to hear what people think about this.